Yeah.
So, okay. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Crystal King, and I'm an independent Arbonne consultant and area manager, which just means I'm Rachelle's team partner. And I'm going to have her start off the meeting and just tell us a bit about herself and why she wants to add this.
Yeah, I've been talking to Crystal about Arbonne products for years now, and I actually started trying them several years ago. I absolutely love the products because they're, dairy free, there's gluten free products, there's a lot of good products that my body can handle. Because Elaine, I've had a lot of stresses with gluten allergies, dairy allergies, all kinds of stuff. So I was able to do the 30-day program and it worked wonderful for me. My body felt so good and so just clean. I felt like I was eating clean again. And it was nice and it was easy and they were good, yummy tasting products that I enjoyed. So I took a break from it for a while, but I just recently met up with Crystal again because we're connected through the chamber events and stuff that we go to. So I saw her again. And I was like, you know what? Now is the time because I've been trying to find just a side gig that I can be doing to start earning some money on the side, not having to, put a ton of time and energy into it, but enough, to make it work as a business. And Arbonne just aligned with my values, my, how I like to eat, how I like to treat my body, how I like to do business, because you don't have to have a bunch of products on stock. You don't have to have any products in stock. So you don't have to have a minimum. You don't need to carry a minimum just to do business with them. You pay a small fee to get started, and then it's your business to run with it. And you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Like I have a team of amazing women that I get to work with all the time. Not just women, men can join this too. But I have a team of amazing women that support me and help me and are, trying to help me build my business too. So it's a fun journey. I'm excited to get started with it. And I couldn't have asked for a better partner than Crystal to join me on this. So she's been fabulous. So Crystal,
Thank
take
you
it away.
so much. I'm super excited. Well, I'm going to actually introduce my business partner who lives in Bend, Oregon. She has been my support and my rock, like I am ready to be for you. And that's my buddy Mary Jonas. She's been doing Arbonne a lot longer than me and has helped me along the way and watched me grow the entire time. When I first started, I really had no idea. I just wanted to get products at a discount. And Mary was like, "Oh, I can help you do that." And I literally was like, you, the worst person you want at an event. I had my arms crossed. I was super skeptical. And Mary just smiled, talked to me about ingredients. And, I was hooked from the first night on the products for sure. And we talked the next day, and I placed my first order and became a consultant. I didn't even think about it. I was just like, okay, we're doing this. And as the years have gone, I really jumped in as a business because I do have she's now an adult autistic daughter. But, when I told Mary that I was ramping it up, I was like, I need a flexible job. I kept having to leave my job to go help my daughter, who was in high school at the time, and it was turning out to be, a bad situation for her and a really tough transition year. And Mary just helped me by helping me do events, helping me grow the confidence that I have now in the company, in the business, and in presenting. And she's always, always been there. And so as my life has changed, my reasons why have gotten bigger. And now my daughter is in a group home and is really settled here in Arizona. I can grow this to where I always dreamt it could be. When I first met Mary, she was driving the company car, a white Mercedes Benz, and all I could think about was getting one of those. And now I have the capacity to start doing that. So with that, I'm gonna let Mary introduce herself.
Thank you, Crystal. And you can't imagine how much fun it is to be partnering with someone like Crystal and watching her grow and and helping her, because that's what this business is about. It's about helping people. But before I do my thing, Rochelle, tell me, what is your big why for this right now? Why are you doing Arbonne?
Yeah, so for the nutritional benefits primarily, but also to earn an income on the side too, because everyone knows it's expensive to live nowadays. And we have my husband and I have two full-time jobs and we still struggle to make ends meet. And I just want something that can help relieve some of that stress, relieve some of that pain, and eventually be something that I can just run as my own business and do just strictly this. That's my ultimate goal. I'd love to see it take off to the point where this is all I have to do and work for myself, and that would be amazing. So I think
Right.
this is the right choice, the right time to join this company. So
And Crystal said something about your first goal is to make enough to make your car payment.
yes, that would be
Perfect.
wonderful. Yeah.
And that's that first level of management. So having a real strong uh, goal to go for is huge. And so thank you for allowing me to join you guys. I found Arbonne 42 years ago, something like that. The company's only 45 years old, and I must have been about 5 years old at the time. But anyway, we started using these great products. Back then, they were all natural. They weren't testing on animals. They were recycling things that were just unheard of. And so for 10 years, both my husband and I are teachers. We use the products, and I love the products, had no interest in the business. But I had two small children all of a sudden, and my world changed. I wanted that flexibility. I had this vision of my husband, who's a baseball coach. And if you know baseball, if they've got lights on the field, they can play forever. So, this vision of no husband, two boys that I knew were going to be, throwing food at them and getting them to games and whatnot. It just this frantic, if I don't do something different, this is not going to be a very good lifestyle. And so I picked up this business and never looked back. And I'm so blessed that I got to raise my kids now in retirement. It's a wonderful income, but it's stimulating. It's keeping my brain going. It's keeping me connected to people, helping people, having a reason to be around, instead of just sort of fizzling out like a lot of people do when they retire. So it's more stimulating now than ever before. So I'm very excited about it. But my job tonight is to have you dream, because people join this business for a lot of different reasons. And I want you to think about which ones of these might be the reason that you would talk to Rachelle and say, I want to hear more about this business. So one of them is extra income. And we just heard Rachelle talk about that. And I agree. You go to the grocery store, you go, wow, these mangoes used to be $1.50, they're $3.50. I mean, really, the price of food has gone way up.
Yeah.
Financial, did you want to say something,
Yeah,
Elaine?
no, I'm agreeing that, yeah, food's gone up, everything's gone up.
Crazy. Financial flexibility means having different income streams, so you're not dependent just on one. Some people really want to have their own business. That's their goal, is to be their own boss and set their own schedule. Personal development is huge for us. We do a book club. We're always reading great books, working with each other, continuing to grow. And I think if you stop growing, you start dying. I just think that that's really the way it is. And with personal development also comes that healthy living thing, that we model what we do, and that's living healthy. Helping others is huge. Meeting new people is another reason people come into this business. Being part of a positive community, retirement income. I know a lot of friends that are really worried about if they can make it through the month, better yet, using some discretionary money to have some fun. So having a retirement income is huge, and leaving a legacy. So think about those. And if any of those fit for you, then maybe this is something to take a look at. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary. But so we're going to talk a little bit about the products, a little bit about the business, and then at the end, how you could help Rochelle. So I always ask people, but is Arbonne for you? And that's really a great question to think about. And for statistics on income, I always tell everyone, please visit earnings.arbonne.com and you can see the low minimum, the high minimum, and the kind of average in between for each level of Arbonne. But the things I fell in love with Arbonne and what Arbonne offers is a place for people to be healthy inside and out. You know, all the products are botanically based, which just means they're made from plants and minerals. They're derived from science, so we take a lot of pride in formulating with scientists and physicists and doctors to help us. We innovate continuously, and we started with the motto of pure, safe, and beneficial, and we still live by that. So all of our formulas for the entire, I think Arbonne just turned 46, um, have been derived that way. And the community that Arbonne offers, I want you to think about your most inspiring, uplifting, absolutely fabulous friend. And now think of being in a place with like 18,000 of them. Okay.
I
That's
love
what
that.
it's
That's
like to go
great.
to Arbonne Conference. Okay. It's so amazing and it's ridiculous. But our products, I always tell people, they cover the body. So everything you can put on or in your body. We focus on two main things, Arbonne skincare and the nutrition products. Everything is, like I said, plant-based, certified vegan, certified cruelty-free, certified non-GMO. We are formulated without dairy, soy, nuts, no artificial flavors or colors or sweeteners. We also have two sports certifications, two religious certifications. So if you're kosher or halal, you can use any of our nutrition products. And then the biggest one that Arbonne has is we are the number one highest scoring certified B Corp. So a B Corp is a fancy certification that Arbonne has that we have to redo every 3 years. And it just means that we have to prove our sustainability so that we're good for the planet. We have to prove our products so that we're good for the people that are going to be the end users on our products, which I absolutely love. And I take great pride in the fact that Arbonne has gone through this expensive, rigorous certification, and we have come out being the highest scoring one. The business, I think, is simple. I absolutely love it because one, there's very low startup cost. It can be a global business because we are here in the United States, in Canada, the UK, Poland, and New Zealand and Australia, and we can have clients and preferred clients in all of those places. So we're getting a fifth person. Welcome, Jennifer. Uh,
Hey, Jen.
Hi, Rachelle.
Jen's my best friend from Oregon.
oh, no worries. So we share products and sell products that you love and believe in. And I want to tell you just for a moment about this because practically everybody who I've ever helped start this goes, "Oh, I don't know that I can sell." And I go, "Oh, I bet you're in sales and you don't know it." Um, because I've been in sales a long time, like Rachelle. But I always say if you are a parent, if you're in a relationship of any kind, you're in sales. And you automatically already tell people about stuff that you don't even realize. I love French food. Mary knows I love French food. We always do a special dinner together. I always am looking for new places in Portland to go to. She sent me one. I had found that one, and that's if we meet up in Portland again, that's where we're going. But I will probably tell 20 to 100 people who I know in Portland all about that restaurant. And a shell, that's actually the name of the restaurant, a shell, they are never going to give me free creme brulee or champagne or anything that I might love. Um, so I think that's the difference. Women are natural networkers, and we naturally tell people about stuff that we love. And we tell even more people about the stuff we hate. Uh, it's just human nature. But that's what we do. That's what I tell people that I do. Arbonne sells itself. Okay. The products are amazing, and they're proved and backed by science to work. So we do clinical studies on everything. And so we prove it does what it says it's going to do before we launch it, which is one of my favorite things because I always joke, I don't need to have anything magic. I have stuff proven to work. Um, and then the parts that I love, because I love the people part, but I love earning stuff, earning trips, earning rewards, earning different teams incentives. I am a huge incentive earner. Right now, I am working on a trip, and so is Mary. We are earning a trip to Cap Cana in the Dominican Republic. I can't wait to get back there. I earned a trip from Arbonne to go there before. Um, and then the thing that I love the most is I get to set my schedule. Okay. When I started this business, I didn't have very big dreams because I just needed some adult time where I could make money. I have an adult autistic daughter who was having very tough time transitioning into high school. And so that's when I started this. Now she is 33 years old and lives in a group home and is really settled into a life that she enjoys. And so my next big dreams is to build this to the place I always knew it could go. And then lastly, I love helping people. I have lots of gut issues, and I know Rochelle has, and that's how we bonded initially. And I love being able to help people,
Yeah.
okay, and help them with stuff that I know I can change. Of course, this is about moving product. That's how we get that's how we make commissions. And so to make money, we have personal sales to clients and preferred clients. Then, because I also have a team, I make another amount of commission called an override. It's basically commissions earned from the team product sales, clients, and preferred clients. And then, like I said, I did mention I like to earn things. There's another thing you can earn called Achiever Awards, and those can be earned at consultant, district manager, area manager, regional vice president, or national vice president level. And they changes as you go, and the different overrides change as you move up. But the thing I love the most is how easy it is to get started. So I want you to think about one, two, or three. And you're not going to hurt our feelings either way you go, okay? Because this is about Rochelle starting a business and she's still going to want to be in your lives because you're important people to her. But for me, it was a no-brainer when I heard about it. So, number one is you may might have some questions about the product, but you wanna jump in and you wanna work this with Rochelle along her side with her. That's a $65 rate for the first year, and that gets you a website and a 35% commission on clients, and then the different commission levels. The thing that I love the most is there's no mandatory minimum purchase requirements and no inventory requirements. Because there are companies out there that require their consultants or their distributors to have thousands of dollars worth of product. And I don't feel like that's very fair for the end people. Number two is preferred client. So when I joined the company, preferred client kind of wasn't a thing. But they did allow anybody to join as a consultant. And so that's really, after years later, they created the preferred client because there were some people like me when I first started, all I wanted was a discount. Okay, I just wanted to get a discount every time I shopped. And this is where preferred client is. It's $29 a year. You get 20 to 30% off depending on how you shop and every time you shop, which I love because for me, friends don't let friends buy retail. Um, so, and then you also can earn free shipping and free full size products, which again, I love. And then there's special things that Arbonne does for our preferred clients throughout the year. They just did a sending the love out for Valentine's Day and giving free shipping at a lower price range. And then number three is become a retail client. There's no sign up for retail clients, and I can show Rachelle how that you can use this promo code. It's a permanent promo code to get 10% off every time you shop. That's perfect for people who maybe want to try a thing, you know, and not necessarily try like a skincare set or a nutrition set. For me, there's also a fourth. So you can help Rachelle by doing any of those three that I mentioned, but she also needs people to talk to. So being a host, and it can be a Zoom, it can be an in-person. I know the people on the Zoom right now are in Oregon. Mary lives in Bend. I come to Oregon for the summers because Arizona heat is too much for me. And we are both happy to help Rachelle by her being on Zoom and us being in person. So those things are totally possible, but that is a great way. And the lastly, you know people that she needs to know. You have heard somebody complain about their job, about having too much month at the end of their money, you know, and needing, or they're complaining about their health. Those are perfect people for Rachelle and I to chat with because then we will listen to them and let them decide where they want to be. And that's what I want you to do. Think of yourself right now from 1 to 10. Where are you on the 1, 2, or 3? Are you a consultant? Are you a preferred client, so discount shopper, or are you just going to dabble and get one thing from Michelle tonight? Either way you want to go, we are here to support. Now, I kind of quickly went through the products, but since Jennifer hopped on, I wanted to quickly just review the certifications and then I can open it up for questions. So, Arbonne focuses on the body, anything you can put on or in your body. Our two main lines are skincare and nutrition, but we have hair care and cosmetics, and now specifically targeted vitamins for women and different vitamins as well. Body washes, deodorant, toothpaste, you name it, we probably make it. But we make it certified gluten-free, certified non-GMO. We make it from vegan, cruelty-free, so no animal products or byproducts, no animal testing. Then we, again, don't have any soy, dairy, nuts, artificial flavors or colors or sweeteners in there. Arbonne actually has a list of over 200 ingredients that we call our banned list. I'm sorry, 2,000 ingredients that we call our banned list. So when Arbonne started in 1980, the list was about 1,400. And if anybody of the guests can guess how many products our country bans, I will personally send you a prize. Um, so think about that number. I will tell you it's a small number. But as Arbonne grew, we banned more ingredients. We are now over 2,000 ingredients that we ban because they're bad, okay? They're synthetics and dyes and chemical fragrances and known carcinogens or things like lead and arsenic and things that are, sneaking into other people's nutritional products, but not ours. Then we're also have two sports certifications and two religious certifications. And then we are the #1 highest scoring certified B Corp, which means we care about the products enough to make sure they're sustainable and that the packaging is easily recyclable. They work because they're backed by science, and so they're here for the people. And then lastly, planet, people, products. That's how it goes. So questions or I know Jennifer wasn't here in the beginning, but I am going to stop the recording and then